Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Knox, Warsaw Pact 8.1. Okay, here we go with tech. AMD, Advanced Logistics, Chemical. Well, AMD, yes. Everything else, no. So AMD's complete. Now everyone has finished AMD. They all get full missile defense. Okay, there's no global operations for Warsaw Pact, so we go to purchase. They are spending 14 on a fighter and 2 SAMs. They're spending the remaining 13 on 4 early gen MBTs and 1 next gen MBT. They're producing 4 cruise missiles and 2 anti-ship missiles. And was that something I overlooked? Is it even worth trying? I guess anything's worth a shot. I forgot a combat that I will get in here. Hang on just a second. Okay, forgot a couple of attacks I had to add. Anyway, see. Yeah, spend 13 on 4 early gen MBTs and 1 next gen MBT. Okay, combat. Combat. I guess let's... Well, first of all, this major airbase in Romania and this major airbase in Bulgaria are each shooting a cruise missile into Anatolia in a surgical strike. Romania can go 1, 2, 3, and Bulgaria can go 1, 2. Warsaw Pact does have long-range missiles, so 2 cruise missiles into Anatolia in a surgical strike. Then here, get around here so I can move things so it's more clear what's going on. These 2 airborne take off and they're going to do an airborne assault into Marmara. These 2 aircav from northern Yugoslavia are going, because they have a air movement bonus, so they're going to go 1, 2, 3 into Marmara. The attack chopper from northern Yugoslavia, same thing, goes in to join. The attack chopper from southern Yugoslavia, 1, 2 in there to join the attack. The medium bomber goes in along with the 2 ASFs to escort. The attack bomber goes, and the 2 fighters here go. Just get them out of the way now. These 2 fighters go. So that's everybody going into Marmara. Now, move the camera there so we can see a little better. The major air base in western Poland shoots a cruise missile 1, 2, 3 into Bavaria. East Germany shoots 2 into Bavaria. West Czechoslovakia shoots 1, 2, 3 into, or not Bavaria, into Benelux. So there's 3 cruise missiles going into Benelux in a surgical strike. And then the forces here in West Czechoslovakia are attacking Bavaria. They're going to be supported by the medium bomber fighter and 2 attack bombers from Western Poland. And well, boy, did they want to do that. We didn't look at that close enough. Okay, there's going to be a change. The 2 the 2 ASFs that were assigned to Marmara are being reassigned. They were in southern Yugoslavia, so instead of going to Marmara, they're going 1, 2, 3. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the Bavaria attack. And NATO, from the major air base in Rhineland, is deciding to scramble 2 ASFs and a fighter into the defense of Bavaria. Yeah. So that is, I believe that's it for combat movement. Yes. That is it for combat movement. So we'll do the surgical strikes first. We'll do the one in Benelux. There's no SAM there, so there's no AMD. And there's no SAM in Anatolia, so there's no AMD there either. All right, so 3 cruise missiles going into Benelux first. Everybody missed. 2 cruise missiles into Anatolia. And everybody missed again. Boo hiss. Warsaw Pact better get on their missile targeting, because that was not at all good. Okay, next we'll do the fight in Marmara. I'll move it over to the boards. Okay, here it is. You've got NATO field artillery and first strike defending. That's a miss. Okay, so we have 2 Warsaw Pact fighters, airborne air superiority. Both miss. Okay, the airborne and the air cav have close air support, but that is a mountain zone, so that just brings them back to their regular value. So we got 2 airborne at 3. 1 hit. 2 air cav at 4. Miss. Medium bomber. He gets a hit with a 5. 2 attack choppers. There's 1 hit and an attack bomber. Is a miss. So there's 3 general hits for the attacker. So now we have an air superiority, an actual air superiority fighter. At 7, he does get an air superiority hit. Then we have 2 mechs for 1 general hit. And an A10 for a land target select. Okay, so the defending land target select well, there's only land units are airborne, so it doesn't matter. That's what he has to hit. So that's done. They have an air superiority hit that Warsaw Pact is going to take on an attack chopper. Clear that off. Okay, the attacker has 3 general hits that are going to be taken on They're going to take on the ASF, the A10, and 1 mech. They have 1 mech left defending because the field artillery... Oh, wait a minute. I did that wrong. Leave that ASF there. We can hit the field artillery. So the field artillery, the A10, and 1 mech are the hits that were taken. And then the defender got 1 general hit. One general hit that Warsaw Pact will take on a fighter. Okay, so before I forget, there is 1 air battle star for NATO for the air superiority victory. Now this fighter for round 2 goes to his normal box, and we go some more. So let's go high-low this time. Attack bomber, miss, fighter, miss, new die, attack chopper, miss, new die, medium bomber, miss, 2 air cav, both miss. Oh, could it happen? Airborne. Finally, they get 1 hit with the airborne. All right. NATO defending ASF. That is another air superiority hit. And a mech. That is a general hit. So the air superiority hit, Warsaw Pact, actually, yeah, there was a mistake made for the Warsaw Pact attack. They only have 1 attack chopper, so all 3 of these cannot have close air support, only 2 of them. So we will say retroactively that it was 1 No, we would have put it on the higher. We would have kept it on the air calves to give them the higher attack value. So the airborne actually did not have close air support. So this attacking hit did not happen. 0 hits for Warsaw Pact. They got skunked. Okay, so Warsaw Pact has to take an air superiority hit. They can't take the airborne. It has to be last. I think that goes for air cav too. They're going to take the hit on a fighter. And then their general hit, they're going to take on the airborne. So now it is, and there's another air battle star for NATO. So now, yeah. The airborne are out of the fight now, so they can retreat if they want. Do they want? They're going to try it one more time. 2 air cabs. Nothing. Medium bomber. Okay, there is a hit by the medium bomber. Attack chopper. Miss. Attack bomber. Miss. Oh, painful. Air superiority fighter for NATO. That is another air superiority hit. He's just killing Warsaw Pact. And then the mech also gets another general hit. So we have the same as last time, almost. The air superiority hit. Warsaw Pact. He's going to take on an air cav. It's another air battle star. Or no, they can't. I don't think they can. I think. Hang on a second. Let me look at my unit table real quick. Air cav. Well, it does not say on here that they have to be taken last. Airborne do, but it doesn't say that air cav does. So, taking air cav is the casualty, and then 1 general hit by the attacker. NATO's going to take on the ASF, and the general hit by the defender. NATO is going to take on the medium bomber. Or Warsaw Pact, I mean. And Warsaw Pact is going to have to retreat. Are they going to have to retreat? Now, you know what? They're pissed. They're going to try this. They are pissed. Air cav. Miss. Attack chopper. Okay, there's the hit. Attack bomber. Misses, but they did get their hit. NATO mech defends with a miss. So, it took them a few minutes. Cost them a lot of casualties. But yeah, an air cav can capture a land zone on its own, right? Yes, an air cav is allowed to capture a land zone. Get the roundel on there. That was That was brutal for Warsaw Pact, but that was stout defense by NATO. Okay, so Warsaw Pact goes up 2 to 24, NATO down 2 to 51. And yeah, so next, well, I guess last, because it's the only thing left, we'll have the fight in Bavaria. I'll move that stuff over here. Okay, here we go. There's what it looks like. Artillery shooting chemical for Warsaw Pact. SAM for NATO, that's the first strikes. No terrain. So, self-propelled artillery shooting chemical. Miss. Defending SAM shooting. And there is one hit. One hit. Okay, so Warsaw Pact is going to take the hit on an ASF. And the Warsaw Pact generals at this point are wondering if moving those two ASFs up to Bavaria from Marmara was a good idea. Okay, so one ASF attacking. That is an air superiority hit. One fighter on air superiority. That is a second air superiority hit. Okay, SAM gets 3 shots in the attack. And look at that. Would you look at that? That attacking SAM got 3 hits. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Okay, that's 3 air hits, but well, now let's see. If you take away the 2 air superiority hits by the fighters and use them as general hits, those probably should not then count for air battle stars if the hits are not being applied as air superiority. Interesting question. I guess interesting question. We'll have to get some guidance about that. So anyway, you got the 3 air defense hits kill aircraft, and then the extra 2 get converted to general hits. So now we got 2 early gen MBTs. They miss. There's an MBT, miss. Medium bomber is a hit. And 2 attack bombers. Both miss. Okay, so that's 6 hits in total by the attacker, and it doesn't look like that's quite enough. Okay, defender. 2 ASFs. Both miss. Fighter. There is an air superiority hit for the defender. And now 4 next gen MBTs. There is 1 hit, and it is a land target select. Okay, so the land target select hit, the defender is going to put on the MBT. clear that off. Now the attacker has 3 air superiority hits. So that kills NATO's air. Oh, there he is. I was looking for him. He fell off his flight stand. Okay, so that clears that off. The defender has an air superiority hit. That Warsaw Pact will take on the ASF. There is another land battle star for NATO in the air category. And for Warsaw Pact, I'm going to go ahead and count them as air battle stars because the rule says that excess air superiority hits are converted to general hits, but they were initially scored as air superiority hits. So if that's wrong, I'm sure I'll receive a clarification. Now, 3 general hits have to be taken by the defender. So 1 on the SAM, and then 2 next-gen MBTs, leaving 2. Okay, self-build artillery goes to the box. SAM goes to the box. And that's what they're left with. Fighter goes over here. All right, so 2 attack bombers. They got 2 hits, and that's what they needed. Go ahead and roll the fighter. Miss. Medium bomber. Miss. Early gen MBTs. Miss, but they did get the 2 hits. So the 2 defenders have 1 land target select hit. So they're kaput. They inflict 1 land target select hit. Well, the only land target to select is an early gen MBT. 1 survives to capture the zone. Okay, I moved everybody back. Warsaw Pact has captured 2 land zones this turn, so there's 2 more, or there's 2 land battle stars for them. Then they are up 3 for capturing Bavaria to 27. NATO is down 3 to 48. And since they possess 2/3 of Germany now, Warsaw Pact gets a strategic objective for capturing a NATO country. I think that's all of the changes there for now. We're done with combat, so non-combat. The attack bomber from the Marmara fight flies back to Bulgaria. The frigate and the diesel boat up here by themselves in M5 go 1, 2, 3 over here to M9 to join forces with their Soviet counterpart. Wait, no, he can't. Actually, yes, he can do that. The diesel boat normally only moves 2, but they do have a minor shipyard there, so he gets a port bonus. So he can make it down there. So take these off. Okay, next. I think you'll be able to see everything just fine from right there. Next, this spag moves from Romania to northern Yugoslavia. Stand him up there. Stand up straight, boy. This field artillery moves from Hungary to northern Yugoslavia along with this MBT. 3 gray chips make a green. And then the forces from East Germany minus the air, the fighter and the medium bomber landed here from the Bavaria fight. The 2 attack bombers landed in West Czechoslovakia. But the land forces here in East Germany are moving up to northern Germany. So there's that. And then finally, the Warsaw Pact Baltic Fleet is all going to move out here to A10. So the ones here from A13 can go 1, 2 through the Kiel Canal into A10. Let's get them out here. And then the amphib and the other frigate are also moving over there. And that's it for non-combat movement. So now we place units. So we're going to have the fighter goes to the major air base there in West Czechoslovakia. The 2 SAMs are going into Western Poland at that minor airbase. The next gen MBT goes to East Germany along with, the next gen MBT is going to go to West Czechoslovakia, and the 4 early gen MBTs are going to East Germany. That's how we want to do that. Okay, now all that's left is to collect money. Well, and do our missiles. They shot all of their cruise missiles. They built 4. And then they're adding 2 more anti-ship missiles to the inventory, so green becomes red. And now we collect money. So we've got 27 base plus 1 for North Yugoslavia and 1 for Denmark. That's 2 more. And where are we here? Here we go. 1 for Northern Germany and 1 for Bavaria, so that's 2 more, makes 4. And that's it. So 27 plus 4 is going to be 31. And it looks like next turn, I didn't spend them this turn. I overlooked them. It looks like next turn they're going to have 10 battle stars available. Ozark Outpost, over and out.